Oh, welcome everybody. This is the latest version of IMT, and it's basically it's a round robin. And instead of having all three artists on stage in one of our massive gatherings, the round robin will have each of the artists in their very own nest. This is our way of letting you know that we're still supporting music, and you can support us. And you get your stimulus check, you can sign it right over, just send it in and we'll disperse it, or at least some portion of it. We hope that we'll stimulate you tonight. So a couple things. We're at imtfolk.org, and then you can, each one of the artists, basically, you can PayPal, Venmo, directly contribute to them. And if you have a little left over and you want to give something to your old IMT, we accept and we'll be thrilled. For example, we're going to start with Bobby Thompson. And Bobby, you can get to, he's going to noodle a little bit. His Venmo address is Bobby dash Thompson dash 70, or her PayPal at bobbytproject@gmail.com. And you're wondering, well, Dave, how did you and Bobby meet? Well, I'll tell you how it happened. Back in the day when you could get into Virginia just by driving over, no passport necessary, I went to Jammin' Java to see Albert Lee. And there was a band coming on before Albert Lee, and they were so good that I actually thought that they were Albert Lee's band, and we were just waiting for Albert to take the stage and replace the lead guitar who was up there kind of filling for Albert. And that, of course, was Bobby. And we talked and we talked, and we're still talking. And he told me how that show came about. It was marvelous. And tonight, of course, you're not going to get the band. You're going to get Bobby acoustic. You'll get to hear one of his cooler instruments, the Weissenborn. So, Bobby, you can hear me, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. That's a true story, right? I mean, basically, I came to that show, and there you were.
As far as I remember, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a wonderful evening, and I think you said that the reason that you got the gig in part was because you had the gear.
That's right. That's right. They needed the back line, so they offered us the opening slot. So
right,
we really had coming up with them. Nice guys.
Yeah, no, the Brindleys, right? Yeah, good place. Okay, so I'm gonna fade into the background and bring you up to the forefront. And you're gonna play 3 tunes, and then I'm gonna demand an encore. Everybody's gonna do this. We're gonna get 3 tunes and an encore, and you don't have to leave the stage, come back later, or anything. You can just keep on going with 4 tunes. Thank you very much. Let's have a nice hand in your living room for Bobby Thompson.
Long way to you. It's a long day for love. I won't show the time I would give to you. couple 100 miles to your door. You had the nerve to shut me out. We once were young, thought we had it all. Money in the bank, life would beg and call. Walk 50 miles just to hear you say his name. I will make it back in time for this life. I slept 100 hours, every dream I had of you. We once had pain, had to share it all. In a crying scream, Lord, I watched you fall. I said 100 things and I'm sure I didn't mean them all. I don't make it back in time for this life. You can have my everything. You can have my everything. How to drift away. We lead our homes till we die away. I said 100 prayers on my knees, hoping for a sign. If I don't make it back in time for this life, you can have my everything. I will make it back in time for this life. You can have my everything. You can have my everything. Good evening, everyone. I hope the sound is coming out well. That last song was called My Everything. That's one of my new songs. Actually, it's not that new. It's a couple years old, but it recently came out last October on a new album. And the second song is also from that new album. This one's called On the Ground. Oh, you're up there in your ivory tower, trying not to miss your finest hour. You paint a pretty picture, you know I've got you figured out. You climb the mountain riding somebody's back, scrap. Guy up in the clouds, drank from the fountain till you drown. Oh, you belong, you belong, 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 you're on the ground. Oh, you've been gone so long, come get what you deserve. Some flesh and blood and dirt all over your crown. You belong, you're on the ground. You belong, you're on the ground. You trick the masses with your silver tongue. Yeah, they go to battle for you, deaf and dumb. They do the dirty work. You sit and watch them burn it down. Oh, you belong, you belong, 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 you're on the ground. Oh, you've been gone so long, come get what you deserve. Some flesh and blood and dirt all over your crown. You belong, you're on the ground. You belong, you're on the ground. So I hope everybody's having a good evening. I'm going to do one more on the Weisenborn. And I'm going to do a brand new song that I think I've only played a couple times. And those couple times have been on other live streams. So what better way to play a brand new song? This song has already been recorded. And it's actually available as a B-side to my latest single. I don't write a lot of songs about my childhood, but if there was a song about my childhood, this would be the one. A little bit about my adulthood when I talk about giving up drinking. But you'll get it once I play it. If you wanted me anymore, so I left and walked down to the market store. The days of drinking left me far behind, so I washed my hands, watched the traffic sign. The sun was by the pool, the bees would sing a song. The water was cool, follow a little snow. School wasn't fun, many days. I can't get past the fact we wasted so many days. Church on Sunday, they'd be on their knees. Listen to the gospel, I drift to the summer breeze. Pulled aside by kids I knew weren't good. Led to temptation, led out to love wasn't scarce, but it wasn't always clear. Long drives with family, we let Jesus do. Mountain views and country hillsides, folks we knew as kin and the tribe. I won't get anymore, even if you choose to. Your life's too short to give someone else to lose. Yeah, life's too short to give someone else to lose. Farm grows old, Papa holds his chest. Sisters watch their children leave the nest. The days of drinking brought me to my knees. It's the only gospel I think I'll ever need. I'm too busy to feel it all alone, to be the man to start to build a home, to be the man to start to build a home. Oh, life's too short to give someone else the blues. Yeah, life's too short to give someone else the blues. All right, so those are my 3 songs. And I guess we're going back to Dave.
All right. Whew. You gonna do a fourth? Did I miss count? You can tell it's 5. So maybe not. I guess we're gonna go. Right to Jimmy then. So Jimmy, you and I were discussing before the live stream how to classify your music, and you said, sort of begrudgingly, you said, "Well, new age," and I said, "No. If they want to go new age, they can go into the nearest elevator when we're allowed to be unquarantined." Because I think acoustic fingerstyle guitar, because you play with more passion and more direction, and I think your comment was that Windham Hill artists have come and gone, and I've been following your playing, I guess, for a couple of years. When I first saw you in Baltimore at one of Rob's T-Volve open mics, and man, I'm loving it. So
thanks, Dave. I appreciate that.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us, and take it away.
Yes, thank you, and thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me to share the stage with all these wonderful musicians. I appreciate it. Welcome, friends. Welcome to my living room. I'm going to play some songs for you this evening, and appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're interested, you can see all my links down there. You can get to my webpage at jimmyplaysguitar.com or on Facebook. And so the first song I want to start off with is a song called Apogee. It's a song off my first album that I released back in 2017. It's kind of a jazz song, so I hope you like it. Apogee. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting IMT and all the other artists. And
Thank
give a
you.
particular shout out to Rob Hinkle, who is the magician behind coordinating all this. He's typically a sound guy, but I think over the last few weeks he's learned how to absolutely be an IT guy. So he can absolutely add that to his resume, and we support him, and he supports us, and it's just a great symbiotic thing that goes on there. So the next song that I want to play for you is a song called Lemoyne. It is also off my first album, and it is about a small town in Pennsylvania on 83 North. If you guys have ever gone that way, just before you get to Harrisburg, you run into a town called Lemoyne. So it's a very special place to me. And I wrote a song about it. So here it goes, Lemoyne. Right.
Yes. Man.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that.
Whew. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Tell the fans out there about your onboard electronics. 'Cause,
Yeah, I can sure do that.
yeah.
So I use a Tonewood amp. You can see on the back of my guitar there. And what that does is I use it as a pre-mix. So normally, if you don't have anything plugged in, it would take all the luscious effects and put them out your sound hole. But I use it as a preamp, and it has a function that lets me go to my iPad right here and take the sounds out of the guitar and patch MIDI to it, and then sends it back into the Tonewood, which then eventually makes it to the speakers on your phone. So that's why you get that big luscious reverb, beautiful sound. I've spent at least 2 or 3 years modeling all of it and trying to get it together to work right. It seems to be doing okay. They sponsored me on my second album. They let me put their logo on my back of my CD sleeves, so that was really cool. I appreciate that from them. They're a great company too. Tonewood is. So yeah, the next song that I want to do for you is it's a love song because we all like love. I love love. I hope you love love. And the name of the song is called "As You Wish," and it is out of a movie called The Princess Bride. I don't know if you guys, it's a staple from my generation, I guess, but I think it's a timeless movie. I think there's a lot of people that enjoy watching that one, but this is the song that was inspired by the movie that I wrote. So, As You Wish. right. Thank you all so much. I
All
appreciate
right.
it. Thanks
Just
for
want
having
to,
me, Dave.
yeah, I just want to do a quick shout out to Jerry K. We're well aware of the reverb on my vocal, and it was we tried in the sound check to figure out why it was doing that only when Jimmy is on the air. We're still learning the system. We're going to get it. It just doesn't seem to play well. So yeah, I feel your pain, and I have to keep remembering that we're just working it out, this whole streaming live thing. But anyway, luckily the show's not about me and not about my vocal, but yeah. And as you also commented, his guitar playing is great. So, and we'll segue right over to Laura Barron. All right, Laura, the last time we worked together was, I think it was in the old Whammy days, and you were, you're muted. There you go.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Now.
Now.
You hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did an interview on your radio station not that long ago.
That's right.
That's right.
But I think we're all. I can't.
I can't
listen
myself
myself
through this.
Let's just go ahead and play. It's just safe to say we've known each other for many, many years, and we've sort of grown up in the local music world, and it's been wonderful. So take it away.
Take it away.
Yes, I'm so glad to be here today with everybody. And so this is my kitchen, and the reason that I'm saying that is because a lot of my songs are written right here. And I'm going to go from the sacred to the profane, as you all know that about me. And I'm going to start with the title track of my upcoming album, which I'm not exactly sure when it's coming out, but I'm releasing at least a track a month at this point. So this one goes out to a very special being. You'll find out. Let's have Buddha here for breakfast. He loves a good meal, so I'll fix it. While he's sipping his espresso, we'll lean close as he reveals the secrets of nirvana, while I slice mangoes and guava. 1,000 pearls of wisdom spill like golden lemon peels. Pass the syrup, please. Pass the mercy and compassion. Pass the hash browns and the biscuits. Fill his plate. Now just be quick before he waltzes out this door. We waited all our lives for breakfast with Buddha. Breakfast with Buddha. Breakfast with Buddha. Well, Jesus would just take toast, maybe change his water into wine, and Moses sips his coffee, a little matzo would be just fine. When Buddha floats into my kitchen, cloves and saffron fill the air, the whole universe smiles at me from my kitchen chair. Pass the syrup, please. Pass the mercy and compassion. Pass the hash browns and the biscuits. Fill his plate. Now just be quick before he waltzes out this door. We waited all our lives for breakfast with Buddha. Breakfast with Buddha. Breakfast with Buddha. Can you guys hear me? Well, I'm just wanting to make sure you can all hear me. Tomorrow's the same cup of coffee. Oh, Buddha. homo, money, homo, money, homo. Buddha, 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 Thank you. I'm seeing a little texting on the other side here. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I'm going to tune in on these headphones to see. Headphones. Okay, maybe they didn't hear me. Now do you hear me better?
Oh yeah.
Did you hear me before?
Sure did.
Okay.
But
All
yeah,
right.
leave the headphones on.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure if I could hear everything, but we're good. I am going to take a sip of my water, and usually I don't have my green room, my kitchen, and my stage all in one room.
Right.
And I don't have to I usually load and unload, but here it's only my dishwasher. Huh?
Good.
And I'm going to spectrum of everybody who knows me knows I like the blues, right? So here's another song I wrote right here in my kitchen. I wrote Breakfast with Buddha, and this is another one that I wrote called French Toast. He serves me French toast, a sweet roast. My baby does my breakfast in style. While the other girls are chewing on shredded wheat and bran. Nothing but trouble coming from that man. He serves me whipped cream and tangerine. He's throwing on his own secret sauce. When it comes to making bacon, he sizzles it right. Knows how to give this girl an appetite. French toast and a sweet roast. My baby does my breakfast in style. I hear the champagne pop. Ooh, let's stop. We'll sit back and sip for a while. It's cool and it's dry and it's bubbling. He's got me thirsting for a world of sin. Cream brulee, French parfait. My baby does my breakfast in style. Oh. His fresh baked eclairs are lighter than air. After the fixing and the mixing's done, he's gonna try to get me back upstairs. For now it's French toast and a sweet roast. My baby does my breakfast in style. Yeah. My baby does my breakfast. My baby does my breakfast. The blender swirls, the mixer twirls. What do you say to we want seconds, girls? You would if it was this good. He leaves me with a smile. My baby does my breakfast. My baby does my breakfast. My baby, ooh, look at him go. My baby on my breakfast. Woo! My baby, come on, took on the percolator, boy. My baby does my breakfast. My baby on my breakfast. Woo! I like him easy over, boy. My baby, woo, my baby does my breakfast. Oh, won't you make it last? All right. Well, it's so weird because usually it's like you have people clapping, but I see David wiping his brow. Did I get you a little excited there, David?
Your time's breakfast.
Well, this is a song I wrote a few years ago, And it was really influenced by one of my favorite local guitar players, Soul Roots, who I know we all love. And he taught me kind of about the minor blues, which I kind of really didn't know about too much about. I know that Bobby knows a lot about the blues, and I was digging him. So this is my song, and actually, now more than ever, we recognize there's so much kindness in this world, and there's so much going on that needs kindness. This song goes out to those people working every day to make a difference. When the wild winds moan and the sky grows dim, the roof starts shaking, hope grows slim. Kindness starts a moving like a wheel turning round, rolling through the countries, down the back roads of town. When the days are short, the nights are long, and you're sitting by yourself, and know the lady luck is gone. Kindness comes uneasy, as softly as a prayer. Invite you to the table and offers you a chair. Oh, kindness don't rest easy. Don't take things sitting down. See, we walking down some roads too dark to walk alone. Oh, this world needs some kindness now. Whoa, don't you know this world needs some kindness now? Hope may come and hope may go, but the power of the Spirit, baby, it can always grow. Kindness is a teacher if we listen carefully. Sits down and talks things over, steps out and makes history. Yeah, some people have thirst, some pray for food, some people need shelter, some need shoes. Kindness feeds you, put some water in your cup. Always believes in you, never gives up. Kindness don't rest easy, it's like a river moving on. Oh, kindness is a hand upon your shoulder, two arms there to fold you, to lift you up when times are tough. When the wild winds moan and the sky goes dim and the roof it starts a shaking, baby, hope is running slim. Kindness starts arising like sun on a cloudy day. I see it in the faces, people passing by me every day now. Kindness don't rest easy. Don't take things sitting down. Oh, we walking down some roads, yeah, and they're much too dark to walk alone. Kindness don't rest easy, no. Kindness don't rest easy.
A wonderful song. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Man, you cover a lot of genres. And I like looking at the corner of your stove, the white corner, I guess it is, of your stove.
That's my stove, and actually why I'm reaching around is I'm going to get my other new guitar that, shout out to my friend, what? Can't hear anybody?
Leslie speaker that you would paint white. Because I could just see the groove. So
I missed something there, but it's cool.
it's geek stuff. Nerd stuff. Unimportant. All right. So this is your encore. This is it.
Did you say we're going to do one more? A minute. We're good? All right. Well. Okay. Are we good, Dave? Good. Well, I am, you're going to be welcoming into Laura Barron's song studio. How about that? I know a lot of us songwriters are writing about what's happening in our world. And I thought, well, I would just take you inside of a song that I'm really in the middle of writing. But since I had the opportunity to play for you guys, I thought you probably wouldn't mind hearing something I'm working on. Around my town, the streets lay bare. Cars are parked and the neighbors scared. 6 feet wide, don't breathe the air. Mask on tight, I'm trapped in there. Don't stop it now. She's spinning round, round, and round, and round. Can't find no faith, and you know I've tried. Get back in the house now, Mama cried. Like a weird scene from a strange sci-fi. Locked up tight, can't go outside. Don't stop now. She pull us round. Don't stop now. She pull us round and round and round and round. Kids run loose and their daddies scream. No first kiss for sweet 16s. Was a monster loose and it can't be seen. Will the spring come back? Will leaf turn green? Oh, don't stop now. Here she pulls round. Oh. Around my town, the streets lay bare. Cars are parked and the neighbors scared. 6 feet wide, don't breathe the air. Trouble brewing everywhere. Don't stop now. She pulling round. Don't stop now. The earth pulls us around, 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 around. something like that. Thank you.
It sounds like you were on my street. On my street.
Yes.
So
no, I thought I'm really glad that I was here. Thank you. It's been great, Rob Hinkle behind the scenes, and just an absolutely wonderful thing that IMT is doing. I'm very pleased and excited I was a part of it. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking part. And we'll keep working on the audio. Yours came out sounding great. So I took one for the team, apparently. All right. So we're going to have Bobby Thompson up next.
Hello
there he is. And wait a minute. Are you holding that thing right? No.
I'm holding it the wrong way. You're not supposed to play it like this. Well, you really can't. I mean, you can try. It's just would be really awkward. It's meant for the lap, but I wanted everybody to see it.
Okay.
That's why I'm holding it up. It's a 1924 Weisenborn. You can see Weisenborn on the inside there, and it's all koa wood. And it, it has a really nice resonant sound. I have some replicas that are really great. You can plug them in, but you can't replicate aged wood. So I'm not sure how well people can hear that difference, but it's worth a shot. So.
All right, well, take it away. I'm going to duck out. Make sure you mute me if I'm on your computer.
Of course.
All right. Thank you. And thank you for coming. And
thanks for having me. Thank you.
This is a good thing. This makes everybody feel good.
We're bringing...
Uh-oh. There it is.
Of course. Thanks for having me, man. Thank you. We're bringing music to you guys, so. kid. What's the meaning of this phrase? Sometimes right and sometimes wrong. Depends on if you're foolish or brave. Well, it's a song of love. It's empty now. As it always seems to have been. You can go on home. It's a song of love. It's empty now. As it always seems to have been. You can go on home. Go on home. Go on home. Go on home.
Hey,
All right.
thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Thank you for everybody that was listening. And
Laura, Jimmy, everybody. We're going to have Jimmy take us home.
Jimmy, you're fantastic. Laura, you're fantastic. This was excellent. Thank you.
Wasn't
Gosh,
this-
I really loved hearing
I'm glad we
hearing
can do this
everybody.
together.
Yeah, it's awesome. I didn't get to see in the green room, but
Next time.
Yeah. But three very distinctive styles, great deliveries. Hey, you know, and we're in everybody's living room
they're in my kitchen. That's how I think of it.
with your Leslie speaker. All right, Jimmy, you ready?
I am. I'm ready, Dave.
All right.
Hey, thanks again for having me be part of this. It's a huge honor to be sharing the stage with such wonderful musicians, and I really appreciate what you're doing for the music community.
It's keeping me sane.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
I think it's keeping us all a little sane. So, with a little music to add to your respite of sanity, I wrote a song about a guitar. I have a guitar upstairs called Muttley that a good friend of mine made for me, and I'm gonna play a song that I wrote about that guitar. So the name of the song is called Muttley. Thank you all so much.
We've come to the.
Dave. Oh, there you go, buddy.
Here I am. Thank you, everybody. We've come to the end of the program, and I'd like to give a few thank yous out. First, none of this would be possible without our donors. I want to say thanks to some of the people that have been watching out for us the last couple of months. Larry, Melanie, Roger, the Linux user. You know who you are. Gary, Barbara, thank you for supporting us so we can support the artists. Tip the artists, of course. We're posting links on the screen, as you saw, and in the comments of the videos. Like us on Facebook, and basically spread the word. Speaking of spreading the word, we're going to do this next Friday, and the Friday after that. We're going to keep doing it till they throw us off the air. And next week, we don't even have the graphics up yet, but we're going to have Carol Ann Bosco, who has a master's in cello performance, has her own band, of course, has all kinds of classical licks, and she's going to be playing by herself. And she's been doing some amazing looping stuff lately. Yes, cello, looping, vocals, sure. And then we're going to have, this is a woman that I think is under the radar. It's I would coin the phrase here, it's one of the best voices you've never heard. And that's Adele McAllister. Man, you close your eyes and you think, is this a young Joan Baez in the room? She has that kind of very natural, unforced, gorgeous voice. So who do we put with these two? I know. How about the Grammy Award-winning John Carroll? Yep, multiple Grammy Award winner. And it's so cool because they're all going to be in their houses. We don't have to pay for hotels. We don't have to pay for travel. And John, he's a great guy. You probably know him. Starland Vocal Band, Mary Chapin Carpenter. Who knows what he'll come up with or what instrument. So again, thank you all for coming. Rob Hinkle in the background. Rob, you and I will work on this during the week and try and figure out some of these latency issues, things like that. We're going to solve this, and we want to thank everybody for hanging in with us, and it's going to be better and better. So go on into that good night, but stay 6 feet away, and I'm going to go wash my hands. Take care, folks. Thank you.